Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel, Journey After 60, where elegance, wisdom, and confidence bloom. What if I told you that one small detail in your bob haircut could quietly add or take away 5 to 10 years from your face? After 60, the bob is still timeless, but when the length, shape, or texture is even slightly off, it can start working against you instead of for you. If you've watched my previous video on bob haircut mistakes after 60, today's episode is a continuation of that conversation, because there are still a few very specific bob styles that quietly age the face, and they deserve a closer look. Today I want to gently clear the confusion. I'll show you 5 bob haircuts you should truly avoid after 60, not to criticize, but to protect your beauty. And more importantly, I'll share modern, graceful alternatives that bring back movement, lightness, and confidence, without chasing trends or pretending to be younger. If this kind of honest, supportive guidance feels helpful, I'd love for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You're always welcome here. Now, let's begin with the first bob style that quietly does more harm than good. Number 1. Straight one-length bob without twist. After 60, hair is no longer just about style. It directly affects how lifted, energized, and confident we feel in our own skin. A straight, one-length bob may look clean and classic, but on mature hair, it often does the opposite of what we intend. With a blunt, even cut, and no texture, this bob sits flat against the head, emphasizing thinning areas and drawing attention to softened jawlines and gravity-affected contours. Technically, the uniform length creates a heavy, horizontal line at the weakest point of the face, while the lack of internal movement removes light and dimension, especially on finer hair textures, common after 60. So when a bob loses movement and weight in the wrong places, it doesn't simplify your look. It quietly exposes everything you were trying to soften. Number 2. Overly asymmetrical bob. There's a common belief that asymmetry automatically looks modern and youthful. Well, after 60, too much imbalance can work against you. An overly asymmetrical bob, with one side dramatically longer than the other, often pulls visual weight downward and outward, exactly where mature faces don't need extra emphasis. This sharp contrast exposes the jawline, neck, and thinning areas near the temples, while disrupting harmony and facial proportions, especially for women with softer features or reduced volume. If you've ever been tempted by a dramatic asymmetrical bob, save this video. It might help you choose balance over boldness next time. The problem isn't wanting a modern edge. It's when imbalance replaces harmony, and the haircut starts competing with your face. Number 3. Very short bob with thick blunt bangs at a certain stage of life. Softness matters more than sharp definition, and hair plays a powerful role in that balance. A very short bob paired with thick blunt bangs often overwhelms the face after 60, creating a boxed-in effect that feels heavy rather than refined. From a technical standpoint, the short length exposes the neck and jaw, while dense bangs cut straight across the forehead, visually compressing facial features and drawing attention to fine lines and volume loss. On finer, drier hair textures, this structure can also look stiff and unyielding. What feels bold and structured on paper can easily turn rigid on a mature face, especially when softness is what the eye is craving. Number 4. Heavily layered bob around the ears. Sometimes the intention is volume, but the result is the opposite. A bob with too many visible layers concentrated around the ears often creates a broken, thinning effect that undermines elegance after 60. Excessive exterior layering removes weight, where mature hair already lacks density, causing strands to separate, frizz, and lose structure, especially on finer or graying hair textures. This fragment form draws the eye to the sides of the face, subtly emphasizing sagging in the jaw and hollowness near the temples. Have you ever tried a heavily layered bob that ended up making your hair look thinner? I'd love to hear what your hair felt like after that. Comment below. When layering removes support instead of adding life, the hair no longer frames the face, defragments it. Number 5. Rounded helmet bob. When a haircut becomes too controlled, it stops looking elegant and starts looking dated. The rounded, overly sculpted helmet bob sits stiffly around the head, creating a closed silhouette that feels heavy on mature features. Technically, its uniform curve and tightly set shape eliminate natural movement, trapping volume at the sides and exaggerating fullness in the cheeks while aging the overall profile. On women over 60, this kind of rigidity often clashes with finer hair texture. Too much control may promise polish, but in reality it freezes expression, and that's where many classic bobs lose their relevance. Number 6. Modern textured bob. What truly works after 60 is not a trend, but a technique. A modern textured bob is built from the inside out, using internal layering instead of visible exterior layers to preserve density while allowing natural movement. The length typically falls between the jaw and collarbone, avoiding pressure points where the face and neck soften most. A subtle align angle lifts the back without thinning the sides, while texture is carved sparingly to prevent frizz and breakage, common concerns with mature hair. This type of bob respects finer strands, reduced scalp volume, and slower growth cycles. And now, as we step back from the details and techniques, it's time to bring everything together. Because understanding what to avoid is only meaningful when it leads us to a clearer, more confident choice forward. As we come to the end of today's video, I hope one message feels clear and reassuring. It was never about giving up the bob. It was about choosing the right one for who you are now. You've seen how small details in shape, length, and texture can quietly take years away or give them right back. And more importantly, you've learned that style after 60 isn't about hiding change, but working with it gracefully. Imagine stepping out with a bob that moves naturally, frames your face gently, and reflects the calm strength you've earned over time. That kind of elegance doesn't fade with age, it deepens. If this video spoke to you, feel free to like it, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me which bob style you've worn, or which one you're ready to let go of. And don't forget to save this video for the next time you're thinking about a haircut. Your support truly helps this community grow. Here at Journey After 60, this is a space where style evolves with you, where elegance is refined, confidence is rebuilt gently, and every choice you make is guided by wisdom, not pressure or trends. Thanks for watching my video till now, and see you next time.